Box and Wireless Scotland, the very best of your box and wireless.
You're live on Scotty's phone in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Roxy. Dinky do, my love.
Dinky do to you, darling. How are you today?
How's things in London? I'm a bit concerned because there's a big summit in London, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, there is.
And they said there could be trouble at it. I hope there's not going to be any trouble where you are in Hackney, I hope.
No, I hope not. I don't think there will be.
No, I don't think the Hackney people know how to behave.
They do. We know how to behave.
I wonder why there is trouble. I wonder why people don't... I mean, I saw at the weekend a lot of people protesting peacefully.
How do you protest peacefully?
Well, I think you can do it. There was a chap wearing no clothes, just walking about in the buff in Edinburgh the last time there was a summit.
Oh.
And the police had Edinburgh locked down. It was actually quite scary. It was like something out of, 1984.
Oh, right.
Yeah, George Orwell.
Oh, yeah.
Animal Farm.
Oh, yes, I know that book.
That stuff. It was all a bit crazy. There was Animal Farm. There's 1984. All the rest of it. He was a chap called Eric Blair.
Right.
His pen name was his nom de plume, as we call it, was George
Orwell.
George Orwell. So you've heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of George Orwell.
But it was a bit Orwellian. It was a bit strange. It was very, very silent in this great city because all the traffic had been stopped.
That would be quite frightening.
Yeah, it was a complete silence in the middle, and a lot of people going about, just occasionally shouting the odd word of protest. And there was a chap wearing no clothes at all, just walking about having a quiet protest.
What was the weather like?
Oh, it was quite chilly, actually. I would have said yes. I wouldn't have wanted to join in that protest.
No, not if it were cold.
No. Anyway, there we are.
You've got to think about your health.
Yes, that's right, yes. And I suppose if you're taking the clothes off, you bring your own barometer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely. Now then,
it was great hearing Mr. Penman on this morning.
Oh, Mr. Penman, yes, yeah. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, it was great.
Have you got organisations like that in London, Roxy?
Pardon?
Have you got an organisation like that in London, in Hackney?
Oh, probably. I don't know exactly what goes on, but certainly I was glad that he said that alcohol wasn't all bad.
Yeah, it wasn't all bad. I mean, alcohol in the right place, used carefully. You know, as you know, I mean, your family's been in the old licence trade for many years.
For many years.
Yeah, many years. Your nan and I think your papa originally would run it and that sort of thing. And a lot of people have got a lot of fun and pleasure from their drinking in the company of your good selves.
Well, I mean, it's okay in moderation, but like I think I've told you before that we're trained as staff. We're trained to know when people have had a bit too much.
Yeah, that's right. You can sort of tell the signs.
We can usually tell the signs.
I mean,
we can tell sometimes if people come into the pub and they've already had.
They've been to somewhere else.
They've been somewhere else, or they've had something in the house before they go out.
Do you see a lot of that, Roxy? Do you see people having a good drink in the house because it's a bit cheaper and then coming to the pub?
Yeah, I think that does happen quite a lot. But we know when to say to them, look, that's enough. I think you should maybe go now. And if they're driving, if they've come in a car, we say, no, look, we'll get you a cab and you can come back and get your keys tomorrow because we don't want to be responsible for accidents.
No, so you're responsible landlords and landladies.
Yeah, we are.
That's a wonderful way to be, actually. Do you see much, I mean, do you get much drunkenness?
Oh, well, I suppose you get it everywhere. We do occasionally. I've told you before, people do sometimes come into the pub and they can be a bit aggressive or they start fighting amongst themselves.
Start mouthing off.
They start gobbing off and they start fighting amongst themselves, and that's when we have to sort of step in and say, right, no, you have to go now.
And do you have to, I mean, you're trained, obviously, you have to sort of lift them up and chuck them out, basically, don't you?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to physically sort of take them by the hand and say, right, out.
Out, that's it, out you go. And are they usually reasonable about going?
Oh, usually, occasionally, if they're really bad, they start calling us names or slagging us off, but we're used to that.
That's just somebody that can't handle their drink, isn't it?
Exactly, or someone that's had far too much.
And have you ever seen them have maybe the wrong drink? Maybe they've got strong lagers or something that doesn't actually suit them?
Oh yeah, that does happen sometimes. I mean, usually the people that come in, we know our regulars and we know the sort of thing that they like to drink, and usually they're okay. They just have a pint or two and then they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff. That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Proper social drinking.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with social drinking at all, and it's better if you ever drink and you have something to eat with it as well.
And you must find some nights too. I mean, there's a lot of laughter that people have had a good drink, and there's quite a lot of laughter if the whole pub's had a good drink, you know, when it gets on towards closing time.
Well, yeah, that's right. Sometimes people don't want to go because they're having so much fun. They're just having a laugh.
They're having a nice time and having a laugh. And you must get a laugh at the bar sometimes.
Oh, we do. We do. We certainly get some characters.
Yeah, that's that stuff. And do you get chatted up a lot when they've had a few?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that's, you have to, you'll have your way for dealing with that.
Yeah.
And Dawn works in the pub, does too.
She does.
Yeah, so does she get chatted up as well?
Oh, sometimes. I think that's usually where some of it, you know she's man-phobic. I think a couple of the men she's been with have been men that she's met in the pub.
No, it's not the best way to go on.
No, it's not. Yeah. So she sort of blanks them now if they start on her.
Right. She just sort of goes and says, "Will you serve him?"
Oh, she serves them, but she just says, "Look, I'm not interested in you. Just go away."
Yeah, just go away. Quite right. Poor thing with her man-phobia.
With her man-phobia.
Yeah.
We're trying to get her over this, you see.
Yes, and that's why you brought her to Scotland, of course.
That's why we brought her to Scotland. Well, apart from anything else, I just wanted to cheer her up because she were a bit down.
I bet she had a good laugh.
Oh, she liked Scotland and she's looking forward to coming back.
Good. Come back, because you went to Glasgow.
We did. We went to Glasgow, but when we come back, we're going to probably go to different parts of Scotland.
Different parts, yeah. Well, you'll need to come out to all of Lanarkshire, you know, because Lanarkshire's Glasgow. I mean, Glasgow, the city, is part of Lanarkshire.
Yeah.
Yep, and then you get out, you've got places like, Shotts and Airdrie and Bellshill and Hamilton.
Oh, I've heard
East
you
Kilbride,
recite.
Motherwell.
I've heard you recite all these names.
Yeah, that's right. I got all these names for them, you know. And, and the Gow.
The Gow.
Yeah, you need to Lesmahago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gow. Yeah, you'll need to go and have a look at the Gow.
Definitely.
It's wonderful. And come out to Hamilton, go to Châtellerault.
Yeah, we've heard about that.
That's an unusual one, isn't it? That's
Châtellerault.
Châtellerault. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I think we talked about that one of the other times I was on.
We did. Bit of French, you see, because it's one of the Duke's title is the Duke of Hamilton.
Yeah, the Duke of Hamilton.
Duke of Hamilton, but Duke of Hamilton and Brandon and Châtellerault.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you see, they've got all that stuff, you see.
Yeah, because I told you, because when we were in Glasgow, we saw some sort of flyers in the hotel. There were sort of leaflets about different places to go, and Châtellerault was one of them.
Châtellerault was one of them, yeah. Well, you'll see that when you come up.
Yeah, we will.
Excellent, my love. Lovely to hear from you.
Yeah, lovely to talk to you again.
We'll catch up soon. You'll be doing the lunches soon, are you?
Oh, we will.
All
and we're still training Kev. Remember him?
Oh, yeah, the hoodie.
Yeah, the hoodie.
Is he behaving himself?
He's getting a bit better. We still haven't let him loose on punters yet because he's still,
So what's he doing? Collecting glasses, emptying ashtrays?
Yeah, that sort of thing, washing up and...
No ashtrays now with the no smoking, of course.
Well, no, of course not, but he's sort of washing up and helping us, like, prepare the food, prepare the veg and things like that, but we've not started him serving people yet because we still think he needs to learn a little bit of manners.
I mean, you don't want him emptying a place and chips on someone's lap.
No, we don't. We don't want that.
And it can be a bit daunting, I would imagine, if you're serving for the first time. It looks easy, like so many jobs, but it's not really, you know.
No, it certainly is not.
You've got to put down the knife and fork all wrapped up in the napkin without knocking the pint over.
Oh, yeah, you've got to be really careful.
Very careful, yeah. No, I don't think so. He's doing a bit of washing up with the old glass washing machine.
Yeah, he is. He's just helping us out at the moment, but we'll get him on to serving eventually. Once we've taught him how to... You know, I said to him the other day, I said, look, if ever you're in danger of giving me a smile, you will let me know, won't you?
Oh, good for you, yeah. Got to let your face know.
You've got to let your face know it.
Yeah, lovely, like, rather than some dried-up old prune sucking on a lemon.
That's right.
Good for you.
Know, someone really hatchet-faced. And...
That's it. Good for you, Roxy. Hey, and dinky-doo, my love. Dinky-doo, my love. Have a good day.
And you.
Ta-da. Fantastic. Little Roxy there in the pub in Hackney in London. Big L107 fans in London, because poor old London doesn't have any sort of decent radio like this to speak of.
Box and Wireless Scotland. the very best of your boxing wireless.